The redemption of Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez was once the most feared hitter in baseball. A three-time most valuable player, he hit over 600 home runs and won a World Series title with the New York Yankees. However, A-Rod was also one of the game's most controversial players. He was suspended for performance-enhancing drug use, involved in a scandal with a South Florida clinic, and constantly embroiled in drama with the media. After his suspension ended, Rodriguez returned to the Yankees in 2015, but he wasn't the same player. He struggled to hit for power and his defense had declined. Many thought he was washed up and that his career was over. However, Evan Drellich's winning Fixes Everything tells the story of Rodriguez's redemption in the 2015 postseason. The Yankees faced the upstart Houston Astros in the wild card game, and A-Rod was once again in the spotlight. In the first inning, with 2 outs and a man on base, Rodriguez stepped to the plate. Astros pitcher Dallas Keuchel, who had dominated the Yankees in the regular season, was on the mound. Keuchel had a sharp slider that he used to strike out left-handed batters like Rodriguez. But A-Rod was ready. He took Keuchel's slider low and away and drove it over the right center field wall. The Yankee Stadium crowd erupted in celebration as Rodriguez rounded the bases. Rodriguez had hit his first postseason home run in years, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The Yankees won the game 3-0, and Rodriguez's heroics had played a major role. This part tells the story of a once great player who had fallen from grace, only to rise again and prove his doubters wrong. Rodriguez's home run was a moment of triumph that reminded everyone of his greatness and showed that winning really does fix everything. The miracle catch. David Ross is a journeyman catcher who has played for several Major League Baseball teams throughout his career. Although he is known for his excellent defense, he has never been considered a star player. That all changes during the 2016 World Series. Ross is now playing for the Chicago Cubs, a team that hasn't won a championship in over a century. The Cubs are facing the Cleveland Indians in a thrilling Game 7 of the World Series. The game is tied 6-6 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Indians outfielder Rajai Davis is at the plate with 2 outs and a man on first base. He hits a line drive to deep left field, and it looks like it's going to be a home run. The Cleveland fans start to celebrate, while Cubs fans hold their breath. But then, out of nowhere, Cubs outfielder Albert Almora Jr. jumps up and catches the ball just before it goes over the wall. The crowd goes wild, and the Cubs can hardly believe what has just happened. However, the play is not yet over. The man on first base is running hard and is about to score. The Cubs' only hope is for catcher David Ross to catch the throw from Almora and tag the runner out at home plate. Ross is at the right place at the right time. He catches the ball and tags the runner just in time to end the inning. The Cubs hold on to their tie, and they go on to win the game and the World Series in extra innings. The miracle catch perfectly captures the drama and excitement of Game 7 of the World Series. Almora's catch was a miraculous feat, but it was Ross's quick thinking and lightning-fast reflexes that saved the game and sealed the Cubs' historic victory.
The Comeback Kid. Dustin Pedroia is a fan favorite in Boston. He's small in stature but big in heart, and he's known for his incredible work ethic and his ability to come through in clutch situations. But in 2018, Pedroia was at a crossroads in his career. He had suffered a serious knee injury the year before, and he had only played in a handful of games in the 2018 season. Many people thought he was done, that his best days were behind him. But Pedroia wasn't ready to give up. He worked tirelessly to rehab his knee, spending hours in physical therapy and on the field working with the team's trainers. And slowly but surely, he began to make progress. In early May of 2018, Pedroia returned to the Red Sox lineup. He was nervous and excited, wondering if he still had what it took to compete at the highest level. He didn't have to wait long to find out. In his second game back, Pedroia hit a clutch home run to help the Red Sox secure a victory against their bitter rivals, the New York Yankees. The Fenway Park crowd went wild, cheering on their beloved second baseman. Over the next few weeks, Pedroia continued to play well. He was hitting for average and making dazzling plays in the field. His knee was holding up, and he seemed to have regained his confidence. The comeback kid illustrates the power of perseverance and determination. Pedroia could have easily given up after his injury, but he chose to fight back and never give up on his dream of playing at the highest level. And in doing so, he proved that anything is possible with hard work and grit. The curse is broken. Chicago Cubs fans have suffered for over 100 years. They haven't won a World Series since 1908, and they've endured countless heartbreaks and disappointments along the way. But in the 2016 season, the Cubs are on a mission to change that. It's the bottom of the 10th inning in Game 7 of the World Series, and the Cubs are leading the Cleveland Indians 8-7. The Indians have a man on base and 2 outs, and they're down to their last chance. The Cubs bring in their hard-throwing closer Aroldis Chapman to finish the game. Chapman is a flamethrower, capable of throwing his fastball over 100 miles per hour. But he's also prone to giving up home runs. Chapman throws a pitch to Indians outfielder Brandon Guyer, who hits it into right field for a double. The man on base scores, and the game is tied. Cubs fans start to panic, wondering if another heartbreaking loss is in their future. But Chapman stays calm. He focuses on the task at hand and strikes out the next batter, sending the game into the 11th inning. The Cubs get a couple of runners on base in the top of the 11th. Veteran outfielder Jason Hayward steps up to the plate and delivers a heartfelt speech to his teammates, urging them to stay focused and play their best. And they do just that. Pinch hitter Miguel Montero gets a clutch single that scores 2 runs, giving the Cubs a 10-8 lead. With 1 out in the bottom of the 11th, the Indians get a man on base. But Cubs third baseman Chris Bryant makes a spectacular play to get the 2nd out of the inning. And then, with the Cleveland crowd on its feet and the tension palpable, Chapman throws a pitch that Indians second baseman Michael Martinez hits to Cubs third baseman Bryant, who fields the ball cleanly and throws it to first baseman Anthony Rizzo for the final out of the game. The curse is broken tells the story of the moment that Cubs fans have been waiting for over a century. After years of heartbreak and disappointment, the Cubs finally win the World Series, and they do it in dramatic fashion in extra innings of Game 7. It's a moment that Cubs fans will never forget, a moment that proves that winning really does fix everything.
Summary. From Winning Fixes Everything by Evan Drellich, readers can learn several valuable lessons. 1. Perseverance and hard work are key to success. Many of the stories in the book feature athletes who faced setbacks and obstacles but refused to give up. By working hard and pushing themselves past their limits, they were able to achieve great things. 2. Teamwork is crucial. In team sports, success often depends on the ability of teammates to work together towards a common goal. The book highlights many examples of teams that were successful because they had a strong sense of teamwork and camaraderie. 3. Winning isn't everything, but it sure feels good. While winning isn't the only thing that matters, it's hard to deny the feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment that comes with achieving victory. The book shows how winning can change lives and bring people together. 4. Even the greatest athletes have their weaknesses. Despite being some of the best athletes in the world, many of the players featured in the book had their own flaws and weaknesses. This can be a reminder that nobody is perfect and that success often comes from working on our weaknesses and improving ourselves. Overall, Winning Fixes Everything demonstrates that sports can be a powerful tool for personal growth and development, and that anyone can achieve greatness with the right mindset and approach.